Hey y'all, you know me, I try to be on time. Y'all know I ain't good with hair. I am not good at all with hair. All this hair. Ooh, see? I don't know how y'all be doing it with all that hair. Y'all be looking all good. I'll be sitting there fighting. See how I'm fighting? Hello, hello, hello. Y'all, I try to keep it real. I'm not good with this hair. Don't be laughing at me. While she talking and I'm sitting up here looking crazy. But it's 6:30. You know how I feel. Whether it's one of y'all, two of y'all, or a million, I thank you because we're going to keep going. Also, I want everybody to remember to stream my music. Lena Michelle. Hey, I'm just talking, warming the stage up for you. Well, where y'all 10 at? Come on back. Come on back. And before we get started, everybody, please go place your votes. I am the only one from Detroit that was nominated for an award, no, 7 awards in Brooklyn, New York. Go to extreme104.com and go to the voting page. Look for my name in 7 categories, y'all. I want to bring that chip back home to Detroit. Yes. Yes, yes.
But,
girl. Thank you. See, this is what happens when queens link up. We always encourage each other. That's why I love you so much. But what I want you to do, I want you to introduce yourself. Of course, our show is about overcoming obesity. You'd be surprised how many people have gone through it, or even what's going on the inside mentally, not just physically,
absolutely.
So, girl, go ahead, introduce yourself. If anything, I'm probably going to be sitting back with my tissue like, tell your testimony, girl. Because remember, y'all, your testimony is not for you. It is for somebody else. And yeah, today I ain't got no wine. I got water today, okay? So I have my wine next month, but nope. We trying to get together right now. But go ahead and introduce yourself, girl.
Yes. Hey, everybody. My name is Whitney. Those of you probably know me as Big Girl Working Out. Yes, Big Girl Working Out. I am just here today really to tell my story, my testimony, right? To be honest, I'm just here to tell you my story of overcoming the mountains of obesity. Some of y'all probably looking at me like, wait, she's still obese, right? But what you guys don't know, if you would have saw me in December of 2020, I was 543 pounds. Yeah. December of 2020, as I was struggling with COVID-19, I was 543 pounds, and I sit before you today, 411 pounds. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? And today we're going to talk about how to overcome that mountain of obesity, okay? And yes, I was able to lose that amount of weight naturally. But as of Monday, I am grateful that I was able to embrace weight loss surgery. So we're going to talk about both ends, because for 8 years, I'm Big Girl Working Out. Some of you probably have been following my journey, following my story. I have been, let me tell you something. When it comes to weight loss, baby, I know weight loss, okay? I can tell you the good. I am that person. I have shared my journey. I have shared it all, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I am the face of obesity. I am the face of working out. I am Big Girl Working Out. I have been sharing everything when it comes to weight loss. I believe in being transparent. I believe in being open and honest. I am not that person that comes to you giving you the half of a story. I'm not going to show you a half workout plan. I'm not going to show you a half a food plan. I'm going to give it to you raw. Because that's what I believe in. That's what I believe in, sis.
I seen you put stuff on Facebook, and I was sitting here crying with you. You know what I'm saying? All the way from when you started to when you gave your testimony about, you know, you were approved for the weight loss surgery. I was like, ah, you know, it was me, like really. And I was like, go ahead, because I knew you before you were, you know, or at least before you had showed it
Oh,
on
we go
Facebook.
way back.
Right, we go back. So, and I was like, wow. And when I seen that weight, like literally, it looked like it was just falling off of you, just falling. And I was like, look at her. You know, it got to the point I was getting discouraged, but I would watch your videos and I'm like, if she can keep going, if God did it for her, I know He'll do it for me. You know,
Because
and
I was not one that was, I was not, I'm going to be honest, because tonight, I believe in because we're overcoming the mountain of obesity, right? And like I said, I've always believed in being honest. At the beginning, I've been on my weight loss journey for 8 years. I've been in this thing for a long time. You feel me? And
okay,
at the beginning, I didn't believe in a weight loss surgery. It's because I want to
okay,
be honest. And I sit before you with my tour. Okay, I just got the sleeve and I didn't believe in it at the beginning. I didn't believe that I needed to get weight loss surgery because I want to be open and honest with people. I want to come against all the myths tonight, right? Because
come
in
on now,
order
come
to
on.
overcome that mountain of obesity, we have to look at the whole entire picture. Because you can lose weight naturally. I've lost the same 150 pounds 4 times over the last 8 years.
Wow.
Come, let's talk about it, sis.
Wow.
See, I
What made
hope you
you?
didn't bring me on the show to just talk about one page of it, because baby, we're gonna
Oh
talk
no.
about all of it tonight.
I said, no, 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 I want you to come with it because, like I said, your testimony is not even for you. You know what I'm saying? Your testimony could be for the 13 people that's watching live right now, or the 1,000 people and more that's gonna be watching on YouTube. It's for me. I know I'm one of them that's watching, you know, and I'm like, wow, she doing it. She doing it. But here's a question. What made you decide to get the sleeve versus the other ones? Because I know it's 3 types, I believe. And I know that the sleeve is a popular one, but what made that decision right for you?
I didn't make that decision.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
told, see, people think that the sleeve, see, I didn't want the sleeve.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
My BMI was too high. I was told I had to get the sleeve. I didn't want the sleeve. See, that's something a lot of people don't understand. See, people think that they're, you know, that. So let me break that part down. So when I I thought I was gonna go in. I wanted the bypass, the Rouen Y,
Okay.
because that's
Okay.
the one where you're gonna lose the one. That's the one that you're gonna get the most weight loss. So you would think that that's the one that the person that has to lose the most amount of weight. So what happened was, I decided that I wanted to get the weight loss surgery in March. Okay.
Okay.
So in December, I was 543. I decided I was going to start losing weight on my own. So I started my low carb program. So I had started losing weight. When you're 543 pounds, you make a lifestyle change, you're going to start losing weight quick. So as soon as I started cutting out carbs, the weight started falling off pretty quickly, right? Because you're 543 pounds, you're going to lose weight quick. So by the time I made it to my consultation, I was 496 pounds. That was my very first weigh-in. Okay. They told me that my BMI was too high. I didn't make the requirements for the bypass. So my surgeon would not do the bypass on me, that I was too high risk. So the only surgery that I qualified for was the sleeve. So the program I'm in is called Sleeve to Bypass. So the bypass is going to help me lose enough weight to qualify for the sleeve. But what they didn't know, the surgeon really didn't know who I was, right? They didn't know that I was finna be a beast. They probably would have let me get the bypass if they would have known by surgery date that I was going to lose 130 pounds. So since March, I'm down. Ooh. I got down to 421 pounds before I made it to my surgery date since March. They ain't know I was going to beast out like that. So they probably would have let me get the bypass if they would have known that I was going to beast out like that. But You know, they didn't know I was big girl working out. They didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Not to toot my own horn, but I was like, I was so disappointed in myself that I had even got back to that circle again. Right. Mm-hmm. And I know we only got a 30-minute show. I wish we had longer because I'll break it down like that circle.
I can close the door and tell my manager, stay out there for a second before you come in and tell us. I can, you know. I can tell them, just wait a minute. It's two sisters talking.
I just want to kind of like even just talk about that mountain for a second. Mm-hmm. Because when I talk about the mountain of obesity and what I went through for 8 years, because what I struggle with when I talk about obesity as a whole, and when I talk about obesity, see, when I look at obesity for me, mm-hmm. obesity, I lost my mother and my grandmother to obesity in their 40s. I lost my mother at 42 to obesity. She had congestive heart failure. I lost my grandmother at 48 to congestive heart failure. So for me, this fight for me is different.
So you were breaking the curse.
I'm breaking a generational curse, right? Mm-hmm. So every time, every year I fought when Big Girl Working Out got up and I blogged my weight loss and I posted my workout videos and I posted my meal plans. It was bigger than just me just posting my meal plans. This was me exposing myself because I didn't want to die, right? This was bigger than me. So every time I woke up and I faced this mountain of obesity, even though I know, because I'm a spiritual person, right? I know that God has given us the ability to speak to the mountain and tell it to move. I thought to myself that I would be able to tackle the mountain, right? So instead of just speaking to this mountain and tell it to move, I thought I would be able to overcome this mountain. So I thought I would be able to climb the mountain. So for 8 years, I tried to climb over this mountain. I would lose 150 pounds and I will fall because the mountain was too steep. Then I thought I could walk around this mountain, sis. Come on. Walk around the mountain, but the mountain was too wide for me to walk around the mountain. I would end up losing my breath as I would try to walk around the mountain, sis. And then I thought I could tear down the mountain. I thought I had enough tools and equipped inside of me to tear down this mountain. And I would try to tear it down, but I realized my tools wasn't sharp enough, sis. And my saw wasn't sharp enough, so I couldn't tear down this mountain. That's how strong this mountain of obesity is. I tried to do everything I could to tear down this mountain of obesity. That's what I tried to do. That's how strong this mountain of obesity is. And I remember sitting around the table listening to my mother and my grandmother judge people that were going after the weight loss surgery, talking about, oh, that weight loss surgery gonna kill such and such. I'm talking about out my own mother's mouth. I'm talking about my mama's mouth. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Shirley over there gonna get the weight loss surgery. That's gonna kill her. Oh, Brenda over there gonna get the weight loss surgery. That's gonna kill her. No. Oh, congestive heart failure is gonna kill you. It's what's gonna kill. Hypertension is going to kill you. Diabetes is going to kill you. Obesity is going to kill you. Why are we coming against the tool that's going to save your life? Come on now. Come on. Had my mother stopped listening to the things and being trapped in fear. She listened to this voice of fear for so many years. It stopped her from now does weight loss surgery have complications? Absolutely. But these are what if complications. Instead of taking advantage of something that could have saved her life. And now both of them, they sat around the same table and judged these women that are they're still walking around to this day. As both of them are 6 feet under, because the things that they were that they were struggling with as they took them out. Obesity. Obesity is the enemy. Hypertension is the enemy. We gotta learn what the real enemy is and stop struggling and stop judging people for going out to try to save their lives. Why are we still? And then what really hurt me is when I went public, because it was so hard for me when I decided that I was going to get weight loss surgery. I struggled within myself that, am I going to even go public with it? Because I knew people in my family didn't agree with it. I said, Lord, do I tell the world that I'm going to get weight loss surgery? I started getting anxiety. I said, is this for everybody? Is this people need to know this? And I said that spirit of fear had to go right then. I said, the devil is a liar. I have been open and honest about my journey from day one. I will not stop telling my story.
That's right. You better not.
People need to know. Because there are people, and the moment I went public, I had 20 inbox messages for women saying, I got this weight loss surgery too. But they are scared to tell the world that they got weight loss surgery because of embarrassment, because of judgment. Why are people so scared to tell their truth? Living your truth. Do not be afraid to live in your truth. Why are people so afraid to live in their truth? Because people are going to judge them? No. I would not allow anyone else, none of my sisters, especially in the Black community. No, I would not allow another sister to be afraid to live it fully in their truth. We're going to come against that right now in the name of Jesus. You will be able to live fully in your truth. You live in your truth. If you need to have that extra tool, you save your life. Who cares if they judge you? You are saving your life. Because at the end of the day, the same ones that will judge you will be the same ones crying over your casket.
Come on. You the only one that has ever came on this show and got me doing this with makeup. Why did I put on makeup today? I'm serious.
I'm weak right now. I'm 6 days out of my surgery, and I promise you I should be in my bed. But I said I'm gonna come on this show because I'm gonna speak this thing out of me, because this gonna come out today. Because I am so tired. When I saw that women that are afraid to speak their truths, and you know what's really hurting me, because there are so many women that are looking up to these women, following their food plans, following their workout plans, and they're not breaking their plateaus because they're not understanding, what am I doing wrong? Why haven't I broke this number? Because they have a tool. They got a tool, and they haven't told anybody that they got this tool, and they need this tool. The doctors told me that genetically, my stomach, I needed to get rid of something that I was born with genetically in my stomach. I needed to remove that. I would never break the 400s on my own. For 8 years, I would lose weight and I could never break 400 pounds. For 8 years, I tried to break 400 pounds and I couldn't physically do it. For 8 years, I would hit this wall and I thought I would lose my mind. My food plans worked. I would help other women get to their goal weight. I thought I was losing my mind. I am one of the best trainers that you can find. My food plans work. I had one of the best coaches in the freaking United States coaching me. I thought I was losing my mind. Why can't I break the 400 pounds? I plateaued at 401 for 6 months straight. Did JJ Green smoothie challenge and couldn't lose a pound. The devil is a liar.
Okay.
I said something is genetically wrong with me. And the doctor said, as soon as you get this surgery, you're going to break that number. I needed help. But that voice in the back of my head, they're going to talk about you. They're going to judge you. They're going to judge you. Who cares? I'm saving my life. I have
That's
hypertension. I don't want to die. Who cares if they judge me, talk about me, but you won't talk about me at my funeral?
hello.
I'm
Hello.
sorry, sis. You got some more questions for me, baby?
I can't stand you right now because you're the first one that ever had me grabbing some tissue. And I did my makeup. Now, see, the other two shows, I ain't do no makeup. I could have cried then, but now it's like, oh, come on now. Stop it.
I
Stop
ain't
it.
do no makeup today. I don't feel good. I'm sorry.
You could have gave me a warning. Woo!
I'm
Woo!
sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
Sis.
girl. Like I said, your testimony. You know, when you were saying with hypertension and the
Got
congestive heart
diagnosed with
failure.
IIH. I have, girl, at one point I was taking 17 pills at one time.
If you don't mind, how old are you?
I'm 34 years old. Was on
And you were taking
17
how many
pills.
pills?
17 pills at one time. The devil was out for me. And God said, you are a curse breaker. When you hit this
That's right.
table, you are breaking every generational curse, and you are going to break generational curse. You're going to help other women break generational curses. I said, absolutely right. If you got to use me to help break chains on other women, God, use me. I'll be the
That's
example.
right.
I will go into this thing as boldly as you need me to. If we gotta pray, we gotta pray. If we gotta do it, we gotta do it. Use me, God.
That's right.
Use me, God. We gonna do this thing.
That's right. Oh, girl, let me tell you, you got me. And look, I thought what I did was something big because I hit my biggest at 314. I'm under the 300 club now. I ain't quite where I want to be, but I'm
Woo!
under the 300 club.
Thank you,
Okay.
Jesus.
And I got on a shirt right now. I thought it would be able to show, but it says working out is my escape. My in-laws, or we call them in-loves when we love our in-laws,
Yeah.
they got me a shirt to work out in. And I was working out, I was doing good, but then the winter time hit. And I took that shirt and I put it up. I didn't realize how much weight started putting back on. I'd eat a cheeseburger, be like, okay, yeah, I can work that out later. But it just started piling up. I put this shirt on again. Girl, it was a halter top when I put it back on. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. No, no, no. My husband was like, it's okay. We just gonna have to stop. 2 o'clock in the morning, talk about let's go to McDonald's. They 24 hours. Stop eating so late. Stop doing this. And once I stopped doing it and I started praying, and like I say, I was watching you too, watching you work out. And it was literally like when I would watch you work out and I'm sitting up here eating, I'm like, stop it. Stop. That's why I keep saying your testimony is not for you, okay? It's not. And I would stop. It's then got to the point I don't eat chips anymore. I might eat the whole grain, little sun kiss, I think it is, those little chips, but I don't eat them a lot. Instead of eating cupcakes and stuff, and woo, everybody know cakes. I love me some cakes and potatoes. Instead of doing that, I started eating vegetables. I
See?
started drinking a lot more. Drink water. Start drinking water a whole lot more. If anything, I stopped drinking. Wine, I might have some here and there, but I started doing that a lot more. And I started intermittent fasting. Is that something that you also had did?
Yep, the fasting.
Okay.
Yep. That's
It
big.
can be
Fasting
it
helps
be
so much.
times. It be times I'm sitting there like I'm hungry. Look and see, I'm hungry. I want something. My husband like, you better go drink some of that green tea, or if you gotta eat you something, go eat that apple. And I'm like, okay. And it's been working. It's been working. Wow. Now I know you. Oh, girl. I know you talked about your mom and your grandmother. Um, did you have this going on as a child? Were you overweight as a child?
I came out the womb fat, baby. I came out overweight.
Stop.
And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm in this place where this is going to be such a new beginning for me. All I know is fat. I've
Okay.
never been, all I know is fat, right? I've had to literally live a life and make fat work for me. So like I'm in a sorority, right? So I mean fat worked for me, baby. You know, I've never been one of those insecure, like low self-esteem type, you know, like go to my Instagram. I got 30,000 followers on Instagram. I've always been one of those people. And I'm not gonna go deep into that, but I've always been like one of those shiner big girls. I was a cheerleader in school. I was a shiner as a big girl, right? So I've always made that work for me. So big was always one of those things. I was always the one that tried to make the big girl beautiful groups, you know? So yeah. So I've always made big work for me. And now my husband, he's actually getting weight loss surgery with me as well. So now this is going to be a new chapter for us. So and I'm glad that we get to do it together. So we're going from like this big couple, and he's tall too. So he's like super tall. I'm a tall woman. So we're gonna be like this new couple. So now that's gonna be that next chapter for me. Like, what's next? How am I going to transition from always being the big girl to transitioning to this new life, as I don't even know what that's going to look like for me.
It ain't for you to know what it's going to look like. You just keep on going.
I just have to trust God, because I really don't know what that's going to look like for me. I've only known fat. So this is definitely going to be something that's going to be a different experience. So I'm excited to just go for the ride. So I'm just going to embrace the ride, you know, from here on. So I'm excited
for you. I'm dead serious.
I'm excited to see what God has in store.
That's
hey,
right.
sis.
Is there any smoothie, I guess you can say, that you might like, that you might take in the morning that give you energy, or, you know, kind of a pick-me-up that you can give us a smoothie recipe?
To be completely honest, I personally, I'm old school, so Body by Vi is one of my favorite smoothie companies. But right now, this new tummy, we finally came up with a name for her because she bougie. She don't like nothing right now, so we kind of learning. But actually, I would recommend this Geno Pro. This is a flavorless protein. So if you're going to be considering weight loss surgery, I would definitely highly invest in this, because you can put it in anything. So whether it's food or anything, if you're going to be doing weight loss surgery, this is going to be a big investment. This is only available on Amazon. And also another good one is going to be Drip Drops. These are, these are going to be, you can add them to your water. So they're like Crystal Lights, but this is going to definitely prevent dehydration. So you can add them to your water, and you can kind of just sip on them all day. These are going to be 2 big nuggets for you.
Now, people out there, one thing I do want to say, remember this: just because weight loss surgery worked for her, don't mean you need to run out and get it. This, let me tell you, this woman put in work before she decided this is what she wanted to do.
130 pounds before the table.
Okay, because I know people that's
like,
you
don't want to get the surgery, come holler at me. I got food plans that'll get you there. Listen, I lost 130 pounds before I hit the table. So I'm really big on low carb living, and not even just necessarily keto. So I put in 8 years of work. So if you're not, weight loss surgery is something that just works for me. So if you're really not even, you know, even get to that place, follow my page, Big Girl Working Out. Direct message me. You can look me up on Facebook, Whitney Wheeler. I am an open book. I do not charge. I am not a professional.
Well, you know I'm hitting you up.
If you hit me up, direct message me. I am an open book. Please feel free to hit me up. I'm not funny acting. I'm not bougie or nothing like that. Hit me up one-on-one. I will share any information with you. I'm open.
My husband came in here like a stalker. That's the reason I did this. He was like, wrap it up. I'm like, shut up, just shut up. But I'm gonna have him killing me, and I'm not gonna have Mr. Wheeler killing me because he probably like, I'm ready for my baby to come in here. So I
And we just got 21 people on here too.
I know, we can keep going. Look, can we do an extra 10 minutes? Can you do extra 10?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Let's do an extra 10 minutes. Now let's see, because you didn't answer almost everything. Because even when you was talking about, your confidence level and everything that you was repping for the big girls, you even know how to dress. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, she can dress and she this and she that. I'm like, she cool. And that's what attracted my spirit to yours. I'm like, she's so cool. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. If there's anything that you want to throw out, any advice that you may want to ask, if y'all have questions down there, we can probably take a few. You type your questions in, but anything else that you would want to say or advice you want to give?
I always tell people, if you're gonna go before you can even start losing weight, before anything, go in. My biggest advice to anyone is to know your why. Don't go into any weight loss journey, period, without understanding why you're going into your weight loss journey. Take a moment to figure out why you want to lose weight. If you don't understand why you're going into this journey, you're not going to be successful. If you going in talking about, I just want to lose weight to wear booty shorts, you're probably not going to be successful. You have to go in because that why is what's going to keep you moving. Go in, you have to really have a strong why. That's number one. And then let me be very, very clear. Confidence starts from within. You can lose all the weight in the world, but you got to love yourself before losing weight. I love myself at 543 pounds. I love myself at 411 pounds that I am right now. And I'm going to love myself at wherever God takes me. If he takes me to the 200s or whatever pound he take me to. Because, baby, like she said, dress, I'm a dress, period. Like, I'm gonna love myself at every size. When I walk down the aisle, I'ma just say, listen, I probably weigh more than that. I don't care what that scale said. We just gonna cap out at 543. That's just what my top weight is. I don't care if it was more than that. That's my top weight. I was a fat bride. Baby, I could barely stand up at that altar, but that blinged out dress I had on, you couldn't tell me. That Slade makeup I had, you couldn't tell me nothing. My hair was Slade, you couldn't tell me nothing. My husband, you couldn't tell me nothing. You have to love yourself regardless. Or
That's
it
right.
doesn't matter how much weight you lose. You have to love yourself at your current state and then go from there. But that's always my piece of advice. Love yourself where you at and the weight will come off.
We got
How
a
were you able to
question.
lose
Okay.
100 plus? Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, you're fine. Cause girl, you got the glasses. I don't. It says, how were you able to lose 100 plus pounds before surgery? And that's from Pepper Candy. I think Pepper Candy one.
So because I've been doing this for 8 years, I know my body really, really well. So with the workout plan and food plan that works really well with my body type is low carbs. So I know carbs are not my friend. So I follow a really, really strict plan for my body type. So I do low carb. So low carb, no sugar, period. When I say no sugar, I mean no like cakes, cookies, no soda whatsoever. That's the food plan that I follow. Outside of fruit, I do still do fruit, and the only fruit that I do really simple fruit like berries. So I do berries, but I don't do like bananas and like watermelon because those are really like high in sugars. So I stay away from like grapes. I don't do those, but I do like berries. So those are the only fruits that I do. But yeah, I do strictly low carb, low sugar, 3 meals a day. And I do my heaviest meal for breakfast. And then I do my lighter meal for lunch and my lighter meal for dinner. I close my kitchen super early. So my last meal is at 5 o'clock. I close my kitchen at 5 o'clock. Nothing other than water at 5 o'clock. So it's super disciplined. If you follow that regiment, I promise you will lose 100 pounds. And if depending on how heavy you are, you can lose 100 pounds pretty quickly. So remember, I lost 100 pounds, but I was 500 plus pounds. So if you're only 300 pounds, you may only lose 70 pounds. Does that make sense? So the more you weigh, the more you will lose. So always remember that.
Ooh, you said close the kitchen at 5 o'clock. Ooh.
Oh yeah, I closed my kitchen at 5 o'clock, which means also I went to bed early. So you also burn a lot of calories by going to sleep. So you got to get your rest too.
Girl, it got to a point. I started closing my kitchen at 7:30, and I used to be one. Excuse me. I used to be one. I would eat around 11 o'clock because I work at night. You know, I'm placing candle orders and doing music. I'll be eating at 11 o'clock. It might be 12 o'clock. You get out the studio. I'm like, hey, let's go to IHOP. Let's do this, you know. So 7:30 was a challenge for me. And I was sitting here like, it's 9:30. Can't we go to the Coney Island? And my husband's like, no, we ain't go in there. And like I said, go make your tea. And that's how I lost some weight. So just think, if I start at 5 o'clock, oh, Lord.
But that probably wouldn't work for you because you're up so late. You have to balance. So if you're up, if you're up that late, you have to balance yourself out. So I wouldn't, if I know you're gonna be up at midnight, I wouldn't close your kitchen at 5 o'clock. See, I'm in a bed by 9:30. So if you're gonna be up at midnight, I would close your kitchen about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Does that make sense? So I don't want you up. So I always talk to whoever I'm gonna work with. I'm gonna talk to and see how late you're gonna be up. Like I have people that work like they may work to 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm not gonna close your kitchen at 5 o'clock because that's gonna put your body in starvation mode. You won't lose weight. So it's gonna be based off of your personal situation what time I'm gonna close your kitchen. Yeah, so it's always based off of person to person. So I would want to talk to you one-on-one to see what your lifestyle looks like to depend on when I will close your kitchen. So I'm going
to speak it into the future, but I hope I'm not revealing too much because I don't know. But are we in the midst of writing a book or something?
Why would you say that?
I'm just saying, you know, it was just like this visual put in my head, like, yeah,
you never know, girl. God is up to a lot of stuff in this season, girl.
You know, a couples book, you know, where you teaching people to cook in the kitchen with your mate, because I know with my husband, get on the kitchen.
God is doing a lot in this season, but it could be something like that in the making. God is doing a lot in this season.
I know that's right. Anybody else have any questions before we end it today? Because, I mean, after we end it, don't be surprised I call you and we still be talking.
I know, right?
If anybody else have any questions, go ahead and throw them out there. If not, go ahead and tell them your Instagram again and how they can find you.
Feel free to follow me on Instagram. Again, I am biggirl_working out. Yes, follow me on Instagram. Again, on Facebook, I am Whitney Wheeler. Again, I am an open book. Holler at me at any time. Like I said, I'm not one of those bougie people. But yeah, I love you guys and holler at me anytime. And thank you again for thinking about me and having me on your show.
I told you, I've been watching, look, I've been stalking your Facebook like, oh, okay, she's doing that now. Let me do this. I'm proud of you, Queen. You doing the thing. When you said you was going to surgery, I was literally sitting up there praying for you. I'm like,
thank you.
That's a testimony right there. That I told you, you're the only one that got me to take a piece of tissue and put it up to my eye, okay, on live. Don't do that
and
no
I
more.
didn't cry today. I did good. You know,
Well, you must have told me to. You must have told me to, because you're the only one that. And everybody know I don't like doing my makeup, so now I'm crying with the makeup. It's like I can't stand her, right? Tell your husband thank you for letting me take some of your time, you know, because I know this is probably time you and him had together. So
Yes, yes.
I'm praying for him too. Can't wait to see y'all in the magazine. Like, she was on the show.
I receive it, girl. I receive it.
I'm saying, we're putting it out there in Jesus' name. It's coming. It's coming
I
to you.
receive it. I receive it. I receive it.
And congratulations again. Everybody, make sure y'all go and follow her. Make sure you follow me. If you like candles, okay, you can't eat it, but yeah, you can smell it. Yep.
Oh, it's good. I needed one of them candles. I may need to holler at you.
We gonna talk. Look, I can make it look like anything you want. Go stream the music. Go vote. I'm telling you, go follow her. Yeah.
She can sing too. Woo.
Don't look. This show is about you. This show is about you. Thank you so much. I love you, and we are going to be talking soon because I need help with the plan too. Okay. I really do. And look, we would love to have you back on when you come out with your book. I'm just putting it out there. You know, I don't care if it's just talking about your life or it's a cookbook. I don't care. I'm serious. Okay, when it's out there, love to have you back on. Would love to.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, everybody. See you later.
Bye.